Well, it's another windy day, but it's sunny, so it's time to crack on.
Dave at the allotment. Dave, what are you up to this
Hello
afternoon?
and welcome to Dave's Allotment.
And it's a nice day to crack on.
To get the kettle on.
But I reckon when you look at his YouTube channel, because he's genius.
Dave's Allotment.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Hi everybody, Irene.
And all that kind of thing.
See you in a bit.
Hey Clock, do you know what? I've just won the lottery. Fancy coming to the Bahamas with us? I'll get you £1,000. You can go and meet as many clocks as you want. How about that? Nah, I was only joking. Sorry about that there, I was just winding the clock up. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dave's Allotment on a very windy July day. Sunny though, so there's things to do. I don't know how much filming I'll get done outside today with the wind, but I'll do something. I mean, it is very windy today. It has scuppered me plans because I was going to show you my new toy that I treated myself to the other day. I'll show you that later on. There is jobs, like I say, this time of year is when your plants need a top dressing and a feed, because midway through the season. So it's time to do that. First of all though, I'm going to get the kettle on. See you in a bit. Right, so I've just been going round there. I give the onions a hoeing and then I've just given them a top dressing with seaweed fertiliser. Now you can tell which onions aren't growing because they don't grow. For example, this one, I pulled it out because as you can see it's not growing very well and it seems to be getting a little bit of white rot. So pull them ones out. Now this one here seems to have been growing quite well, but it just pulled up out of the ground. There's no roots on and it looks to me as if it's going to start getting white rot. So I hope that's not a sign of things to come. Anyway, while I'm out here I'm going to get on top dress the cabbages there. I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I've just finished the cabbages there. Just give them a hand weed in between them and the feed underneath. I tell you what, I'm getting too old to be bending down this far. So while I have the net off, I just thought I would show you the cabbages. These are the ones off Dean. Doing quite good there. And so are the rest of the cabbages actually. They're huge this year, which is good. These are the kalettes. They're romping away as well. And at the back there, there's some kale. And I think I'll be getting my first pickings of that very soon. I tell you what, mind, this year I haven't noticed very many cabbage white butterflies. For some reason. Maybe it's all of the great tits eating all of the caterpillars. Anyway, I'll get this net back on because I don't want any cabbages white butterflies flying in there. And I'll leave you on a little scene, a green scene. I'm just going along my tomato plants here, making sure I get all the suckers off before I give it a top dressing. It's always good at this time of year to just check. Make sure there's no suckers, because you don't want them unless you're growing a bush variety, which I'm not, so I don't want no suckers. No suckers. Right, I'm fine there, I think. So what I've been doing is putting the feed into the buckets, because like I'd said on a previous video, the reason to put them in the buckets like this is because tomatoes have two sets of roots. The feeding roots, where all of the goodness should be going, are based around the top, next to in the bucket. and the water roots, they'll be searching down, going, looking for the you know, they'll send the tap root quite far down. So I'll be feeding into the buckets. I put a little bit of the seaweed fertilizer in, and that should do it. I also every coming up to 3 times a week now feeding with the comfrey. So I'll get on with that. It's turned into a lovely day there. Right, I think it's time for a cuppa, but before I go and fill the kettle, here is the bean experiment. And look what's happening. They're all up now. There's the one in the toilet roll tube. It's doing alright. The one in the paper tube hasn't started growing. The one in the beer can looks quite healthy there, as does the one in the tin can. The one in the bottle, there's no signs of roots there at the bottom yet, but that has grown as well. But so far, in fact, I thought it had been eaten there, but it hasn't. It's just started growing. So far, the beer can is winning. Right, time for a brew. Right folks, just while I'm finishing my cuppa off, and before I show you around, I'll show you my new toy. Get in! Oh, where am I going to put that? There. I bought myself a new toy. Since I haven't been anywhere to spend any money, really, I've been saving up a little bit coin, and I bought myself a new drone. And it's fantastic. I did have a drone a couple of years ago. Paula bought us one for Christmas, but it broke. And I've been missing getting up in the air. So I did a little bit of research, and I bought this one. It's called a Beast Pro. It's got a 4K camera and the 2-axis gimbal. It folds up into a nice little box thing there. Oops. It folds up into a nice little box. It's got GPS and all that kind of thing. I'm gutted it's windy today, like, because I was going to do a kind of good little sequence as I was, you know, welcome to Dave's allotment, and then whoosh, fly away. But I will be making a video about this, but since it's got nothing to do with gardening, I won't be putting it onto this gardening channel. It'll be going on my other channel when I set that up. So if you are interested in finding out more about this drone, stay tuned. I'll keep you posted when I set up my new channel, which will be called Geet Dave's Other Stuff, which will involve drone flying, music, and everything else I do. Walks with Paula, etc, etc. Right. Aye, the drone. It's wicked. I had a little shot of it yesterday. I'll put some of the footage I managed to get when I was having a little test run. I'll put that on now, and then I'll show you round. See you in a bit. Right folks, I'm in the wildlife area, so it must be time for a little tour of what's been grown so far this year. The wildlife area is looking fantastic. This Hebe, it's the biggest and most flowers I've ever seen ever on it. Looking nice. The birds are in the trees as usual. There's plenty of blackberries starting to appear now, which is good. So it's everything. Look how green everything looks there. I'll not bother showing you. Although there, look, I'm starting to get some black currants on there, and there's some gooseberries there as well. Aye, the potatoes, man, romping away. So what I've been doing today is going through, taking out all of the weeds from each trench, well, as many as I can, and then I give it a little feed of comfrey juice, which they'll love. Doing all right there. In fact, I cannot even see these beetroot now because they're covered in potatoes. But let's see. They're getting bigger. If you don't know this, folks, these are giant beetroot, by the way. If you're thinking, wow, they're kind of big for beetroot. There's another one down here, which is doing all right as well. And it looks like them beans have started picking up at the back there, folks, if you can see. That's good. These Allot beans looks like they've picked up as well. So all is not lost. While I'm here, Shed Wars, Potato Tower. 1, 2, 3, 4 tyres now, and they're just starting to come up. I need to cut the grass next week so I can fill it up. But like I say, I haven't watered that. I've just been filling it up with grass cuttings. So we'll see what happens. Crack on! Look at it, it's like a forest of potatoes. Hopefully there'll be some canny ones underneath, like it looks like there is. It could be a good year for the spuds, folks, this year. I'll move back so I'm not making a shadow there, because when I do a shadow I always go boom, 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 boom. Right, enough of that. That's not gardening. Me peas that I sowed the other week are all up there. I had a little bit of spare land and I had a few spare kale. So I put 4 kale down there, and as you can see, the other peas that I sowed are romping away. So I don't know what happened to these ones that were in the gutter. I mean, they are starting to grow now, finally getting flowers on, but I'm going to get more peas off this lot here by the looks of it. I was just weeding in between the swede as well. I had a few spare ones, so where there was gaps, I've put a couple in to fill the gaps up. Aye, this time of year it's all about top dressing. Give everything a good old feed. Don't forget about that. The leeks are doing all right, and the potatoes are doing fantastic on this side as well. Romping away. Right, you've seen the onions, they're doing all right. I'll just quickly show you the giant onions though at the back here, because these seem to be doing canny. That one's the biggest, I think. That's about 10 inches round there, which is alright for me. Like, you've seen the cabbages, these sunflowers here, these are doing all right. I've got my first flower head on this one here, which is the American giant. Doesn't look very giant to me, like, but it's a sunflower, and that's what counts. Hashtag Sunflower Challenge 2020. The artichokes, are doing fine. Well, they'll start going to flower now. I never eat them, I just leave them for the bees. I really should eat them, like, but it doesn't matter. That's a canny little scene, that there. Right, onwards. Whoa, dodgy that. I keep meaning to take that nail out there. I keep tripping it up. So, sunflowers there, whatever. These Love Lies Bleeding started getting the flowers on there. And just before I take you into the greenhouse, I'll show you this trench here, the flower trench, because I didn't show you this the last time. It's getting lovely there. Look at all these sweet peas. Beautiful. And there's even more on the other side. But the Love's Lies Bleeding has started getting a little flower on there. The marigolds are starting to get flowers, heads on there. And the lobelia has started getting flowers on as well. So it's all going to look canny nice there in a few weeks' time, I reckon. Lovely little dappled shade there, sitting me outside me shed. Right, I'm drifting. Get back onto it, Dave. You start losing subscribers and people get bored. Onwards. I've been pruning the dead roses off because it just keeps on giving. What a lovely display of red roses. And as you can see, there's loads and loads of flowers on there. I've been deadheading the rose, Annie's rose as well, and it just keeps on growing. Loads of new flowers coming on there. Lovely white rose there. The lily has come to an end now for the year. This wheelbarrow planter is looking good there as well. A few lobelias, Love's Lies Bleeding, and Cosmos, which has started to flower. Very nice. Aye, look at that, folks. Absolutely covered in sweet peas. What a lovely sight. And what it would be a lovely smell. If only I had a sense of smell, I would be able to tell you. But aye, that's lovely. Beautiful. Right, what else? Oh, I've had another disaster with the sunflower here, folks. The biggest one. Look what's happened. Nothing to do with being tied up this time. The bottom of the stem has rotted away. I don't know why, but it has, which has caused it to die. Which is a shame, like, because that was about 7 foot tall. So, another sunflower challenge disaster, but these ones seem to be doing alright. And that one, that was the smallest. Look how many flowers it's got on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 flowers on there. So that'll be interesting to see. These dahlias, they've come out as well. Lovely. These are obviously, as you can see, pom-pom dahlias. Very nice. So are them sweet peas. I'm sorry I keep talking about these sweet peas, but I just think that looks lush, that, like. What a lovely scene. Right, we'll get into the greenhouse now because there isn't much else to show you. The lavender is doing great. Getting flowers on there. Lovely. Someone was mentioning about the tortoise. I haven't used it, by the way. I should really make it into a bird hide, but the tortoise belongs to Dr. Pooh. Wah, wah. Right into the greenhouse. See what's happening here. The cucumbers are doing alright, I suppose. Bit slow like, but in this one here, the mini one, there's 2 on there now, so they'll be ready to pick. I'm not too sure about growing these again. I just think I'll just stick to the telegraph and telepathy ones. Oh, here's something. Remember me backy plants, me backy seeds. There's a backy plant. Hey. So I've got 20 of these potted up. I'm going to make a space once. I mean, it's too late. I'm quite sure it's too late now. I won't get a huge plant of tobacco, but I tell you what, it doubles in size every day. So I'm going to pot them up, and then when I've got a little bit of space outside there, I'm going to put them in the ground, see what happens. Even if I get 1 roll out of it, that's better than nout. That loofah is not doing much. I didn't think it would do, not at this time of year. Here is the tomato bottle hashtag thing. I cannot hang it up, folks, so it's just going to have to go on the side there, and I need to drill a hole in it so I can water. But it seems to be doing alright. If it's allowed to be on the side, I don't know, but I kind of don't know about it until I sort something else out. There's the Coleus of Dean flowering. I've showed you them, but it's interesting that the one in the beer can there seems to be doing the best. Tomatoes are starting to get loads of trusses on now, like trusses all over. Like I said before, I'm up to my 3rd truss on some of the plants now, so I've been feeding them 3 times a week. I've got quite a few flowers on each truss there. These ones are the Shirley, and there's quite a few flowers on the Sweet Million as well. Canny good. The grapes are all thickening up as well. Find a better bunch, it's easier to see. There, the grapes, absolutely covered. There's some at the back there that's looking good. Nice big bunches. Lovely. Right, folks, is there anything else to show you while I'm here? No, there isn't. Just one more bunch of grapes. Lovely. Right, I'll spin yous round. So that's it, folks. I've had enough. I'm going to go home, have a shower, edit this video, sit back and relax for the rest of the night. I'm at work all week next week, so I'll only be pumped to the allotment after then to water the greenhouse mainly, and hopefully have a shot of my drone. Keep your eyes peeled for a new channel if you're interested in all that stuff. I'll let you know on this channel when it's all up and running. But for now, folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, liking and subscribing. Welcome to my new subscribers and all that kind of thing. It's appreciated. Stay with us. There's plenty of things going to be happening over the next couple of months. Right. Once again, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit the bell button for whatever reason. Right. Bye, folks. I'll see you soon.